This is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardinis, to use this as an educational material. Learning objectives. Students will be able to explore and explain the 6 core claims of globalization as identified by Manfred Steger. To understand how these claims shape the perception and discourse surrounding globalization. To evaluate the pros and cons of each core claim, considering both the positive and negative consequences of globalization. And to reflect on the broader implication of globalization for society, politics, and global economy.
Globalization refers to a process by which economies, societies, and cultures become increasingly interconnected and interdependent through the exchange of goods, services, information, technology, and capital across national borders. This process has been accelerated by advancements in communication and transportation technologies, leading to a more integrated and interlinked world. Significance of globalization. First, economic growth. Globalization has facilitated international trade and investment, allowing countries to access new markets, resources, and technologies. This has been contributed to economic growth, increased productivity, and the rise of multinational corporations. Second, cultural exchange. It has led to an exchange of ideas, values, and tradition across different cultures. This cultural interaction has enriched societies, fostering greater understanding and diversity. Third, technological advancement. The global exchange of the knowledge and technology has driven innovation and scientific progress, improving living standards and creating new opportunities. Fourth, political interconnectedness. Globalization has encouraged greater cooperation between nations, leading to an information of international organizations and agreements that address the global issues such as climate change, trade, regulation, and human rights. Example of globalization: manufacturing in China. The advantage is lower production costs, access to global markets, and increased efficiency. And the disadvantage is job loss in the higher cost countries, environmental concerns due to a lax regulation, and potential exploitation of labor. This shift also leads to economic dependence on global supply chains, which can be vulnerable to disruptions.
Manfred Steger's ideology of globalization. He has contributed significantly to our understanding of how globalization operates not just as a process but also an ideology. When we talk about ideology in this context, we mean a set of beliefs, ideas, and values that influence how we perceive and understand the world. He argues that globalization is not just about the increasing interconnectedness of the world. The ideology of globalization promotes the belief that globalization is inevitable, beneficial, and should be embraced. This shapes how people think about economics, politics, cultures, and even their identities. It pushes the idea that open markets, free trade, and the spread of technology are inherently good. So, in conclusion, Manfred Steger's concept of ideology of globalizations helps us to understand that globalization is not just about economics or politics. It is also about the ideas and beliefs that shapes our worldviews. While globalization has many benefits, it's important to critically examine the ideology behind it to understand its full impact on the society.
Good day everyone, I'm Carl Aldrin Bayo. I'm going to tackle globalization and market liberalization. Globalization refers to the growing interconnectedness of the world's economies, culture, and population. Market liberalization, a key aspect of globalization, involves reducing barrier to trade and investing allowing goods, services, and capital to move more freely across borders. This often includes lowering tariffs, removing quotas, and reducing regulations that hinder international concurrence. Impact of multinational corporations. One of the most visible outcomes of globalization and market liberalization is the expansion of multinational corporations. These companies operate the multiple countries, leveraging the advantages of different markets to enhance their competitiveness. For example, Apple and Coca-Cola have successfully utilized globalization to extend their reach and increase their influence worldwide.
Good day everyone, I'm Decadent Pedrosa Chargester. I'm gonna tackle about globalization is inevitable and reversible. So globalization, driven by technology, is an unstoppable force that continues to reshape our world. As advancements like the rise of the internet and digital connectivity have shown, the global integration of economies, cultures, and information is accelerating at an unprecedented rate. Example, the rise of the internet and digital connectivity has transformed how we communicate, do business, and share ideas, breaking down geographical and cultural barriers. Pros. So the pros is globalization encourages innovations by fostering competition and collaboration on a global scale, leading to new ideas, products, and services. So the cons, however, it also faces resistance from those left behind as not everyone benefits equally from the rapid changes leading to the economic and social disparities. So that's all.
So, my name is Cadet Lance Philip Bitan. So, claim 3. Nobody is in charge of globalization. Globalization is a self-regulating process. Nobody is in charge of globalization refers to the reality that globalization is not controlled by anyone, government, organization, or leader. This decentralized nature of globalization means that it evolves in ways that are sometimes beneficial, sometimes harmful, and often unpredictable, with no single entity having the power to steer its course completely. It's shaped by various forces like multinational corporation, technology, international trade, and cultural exchanges. These factors interact in complex ways often beyond the control of any single entity, leading to global changes that no one fully directs.
So good afternoon everyone. I'm Cadet Pangatungan Kajanel. So I'm going to discuss the globalization benefits everyone. So globalization benefits everyone by providing access to a wider variety of goods and services, creating economic opportunities, fostering cultural exchange, improving education and healthcare, promoting environmental sustainability, advance social progress, and encouraging global cooperation. These benefits contribute to a more interconnected and enriched world, where individuals, business, and nations can thrive. So exposure to different cultures and ideas through travel, work, or education broadens personal horizons and fosters personal growth. So globalization opens up job opportunities across borders, allowing individuals to work for international companies or even relocate to different countries for better prospects. So globalization encourages countries to work together on global challenges such as climate change, pandemic, and terrorism, leading to more effective solutions. So globalization encourages the exchange of knowledge and skills, helping individuals learn new techniques, and advance in their careers. Professionals can attend international conferences, collaborate on research, and share best practices.
So hello guys, my name is Cadet Restauro and I'm here to tackle about globalization furthers democratic values. Globalization promotes democratic values and globalization further democracy and by connecting countries through trade, communication and shared values. It spread democratized ideas via the internet and media, inspiring people in non-democratic regions to demand political freedom. Economic growth from global trade strengthen the middle class, which often pushes for democratic governance. International institutions promote democratic standards, and global civil society groups support local democratic movements. Additionally, technology fueled by globalization enhances communication and transparency, making it easier for citizens to hold government accountable in these ways. Globalization creates conditions that can encourage spread of democracy. So the advantage and disadvantage of this is the advantage is it promotes human rights and political freedom. So globalization promotes human rights and political freedom by increasing access to the information and fostering international connections. The advantage of it is that globalization can lead to cultural homogenization, where global influence, particularly form and dominant culture, overshadow and dilute local traditions, languages, and customs.
Hi, my name is Cadet Jeremy B. Bukog and we talk all about globalization and global war on terror. Globalization necessitates a global response to security threats. Since 9/11, public attention has shifted from globalization to the war of terrorism. This raises the question what agenda shaped the ongoing war on terrorism and how it affects contemporary globalization. This discussion opens with a brief review of current perspective on globalization to serve as a yardstick to measure ongoing changes. The next section interprets 9/11 as a globalization of the globalizer turning to the war on terrorism. I agree that it should be understood in terms of long terms objective of the United States and involves an underlying contradiction. Further section consider U.S. foreigner policy in conjunction with policy and neoliberalism and implication of 9/11 of globalization from below movements. The closing section consider of the dynamics shaping and globalization. Example of globalization, international response to 9/11. What is yung sinabi ko kanina? Pros, international cooperation in security. Cons, increase militarization. Cons of civil liberties.